Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Shai Bashem Rakakwadash. Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. I'm going to entitle this video, "We Are Not Entertainites," meaning entertainites. Entertainites. We are not entertainites, which is a play on entertain and Israelites, or entertainites. We're not here to entertain people. This truth that we have is to teach. That's it. So I came across this. I don't know if this was in my thumbnails or I just came across it. So it's Genesis Clubhouse debates, which no serious Israelite that claims he's a prophet should be on Clubhouse. Clubhouse is madness. It's confusion. It's Babylon. So the topic is Priest Hakar, Captain Tazariak, Hassad, Priest Dan, as in Danyala, Ratazan of Debao, Corey, Royal Rumble. Man, this is entertainment, you know? This was put up 2 hours ago. I'm gonna praise some of it, and I kind of jumped around. I said, "This is all bullshit, man. This is like this truth is not a spectator sport." And a lot of people watch these different videos on Israel just to get entertained. They're not gonna honor the Sabbath. You know, they'll go clubbing. Well. That's Friday sundown, Saturday sundown. That's if you believe that, because if you truly believe the Sabbath is Friday sundown, Saturday sundown, you shouldn't be out clubbing or doing anything like that. And of course, if you know that the Sabbath is based upon the new moon, you know you're supposed to carry yourself, you know, a certain way on those days. So you got like I said, I read the title, Priest Hakar, Captain Tazariak, which by Hassad, which they teach two different. They teach the 12 tribes of Israel, but Captain Tazariak believes and teaches that the new covenant is already here, which doesn't make any sense at all. And they did have a debate some months ago, and I did a video on that, and even Captain Tazariak reached out to me, wanted to get with me, and I said, yeah, in the future, you know, we'll get together. And that was around the timing of that debate, because I said that Genesis had won that debate. I mean, how can anybody see that we're in the new covenant comes is when the change comes. When we start getting beamed up, we're going to have these we're not going to be beamed up in these bodies that we have, these weak-ass, frail-ass bodies. We're going to be changed to, in order to get into the ship, Yahweh Shai's ship, because that's part of the kingdom. When we in the ship, we're in the kingdom, because the ships are part of the kingdom. The Most High, Yahweh Bashem Shai, doesn't have ships in a garage somewhere and got a maintenance angel gassing the ship up in case, you know, washing the ship. No, those ships come from the spiritual realm and go from spiritual to terrestrial. See, these ships can grow, they can get small, they can disappear. You can see the ship with a naked eye, but a radar can't pick it up. It can change shapes, and I've seen this with my own eyes. An actual ship, very low, changed shapes in front of my eyes. This is when I first came into the truth. Maybe like a year in, it had to be 86. Anyway, yeah, the ship looked like I don't know if you ever watched the Star Trek: The Next Generation with Captain Picard. Well, they had an episode. It was a recurring episode of the Borg. And they had a ship. It was like a square black ship, That's exactly best I can describe the way that ship looked like, the Bork ship. And then it started floating. It was a big cube, a big black cube, with certain lights here and there, certain tints of light. And it floated almost like a weather balloon, or like a a balloon that you have at parties. It kind of floated slow. Then it shape shifted into a saucer with many lights on it, and it started spinning, and it disappeared in the sky. And other people, and my girl was with me at the time, the girl I was dealing with, and other people saw it, and I noticed it wasn't on the news. It was in New York. So anyway, so I had to just say that as a side note. Anyway, so they have different doctrines. Like I said, the new covenant will come in when we're changed, and like I said, I believe the ships are going to come because I saw ships. I just described to you a ship and how it shifted. So when we get beamed up into the ship, it says we're going to be changed, right? Our body's going to be changed. What type of bodies are we going to have? We're going to have an angelic / terrestrial, celestial / terrestrial body, meaning we're going to be supermen, superwomen, and super children. Like the story of the Man of Steel, the Superman, that's us. But ain't no kryptonite. There's not going to be no kryptonite in the kingdom. Ain't no kryptonite. And you know kryptonite is an actual element. If you go to the periodic table of elements, krypton is one of them. But that doesn't mean, let me use this against Superman. They put that into the story. But we are going to be supermen and superwomen and super children. So we're going to get a taste of the kingdom in the ship. And then we're gonna come back down on the earth to take over the whole planet Earth and put the earth in order, and put the Israelites in order. Because when we come and we tell them they got to get in order, if they buck up against us, we're gonna use lasers to kill them. So anyway, Captain Tazariak was dead wrong in saying that we're already in the new covenant. It simply doesn't make any sense. So Priest Hakar and Hassad were correct. Then you got Priest Danya Allah, which I haven't seen him out there in a while. He I don't know if the Cornelius thing he believes, but he didn't believe it, and we used to get on him. And the MOTB, we used to get on him about that. We used to chase him about that. So I don't know what his stand is on the MOTB. Priest Hakan Hassad believe the MOTB is a micro C-hip. Captain Tazariak could clearly tell you that the MOTB is not the mark of the beast, and that we're disciples of Alex Jones. Well, really, you got to go back before Alex Jones. Alex Jones came on the scene in 1996. There were guys before that, Eustace Mullins, and not Eustace Mullins, he never mentioned the chip, but like Terry Cook and Anthony J. Hilder, which they used to have videos out as early as in 1992, 1993. So that was what, 4 years before Alex Jones even came on the scene. So when you get together, this is confusion. This is mass confusion. There's no way I'm going to come into a clubhouse chat and then knowing that I'm dealing with Israelites that, like, let's say IUIC's up in there. They're gonna one of the things that they believe in is hell, which they recently started teaching that as of 3 years ago, which is clearly wrong. So why would I go in there and try to change him? You can't change Bishop Nate. He fill up with pride. You can't change Captain Zariak, because whatever, Captain Zariak could believe the mark of the beast being a microchip if General Yohana says so. And that's a fact. So, and you have this one guy, I don't know about this guy, but he was coming in an arrogant manner, wanting to have a debate with these two. We're not here to debate. Ratazan of the Bow, he's completely lost. And I believe he's sincere, but he's completely lost. I believe, I don't know for sure, but if my memory serves me correct, he had a little discussion / debate with Hakar, and I believe Hassad. That's when they were all part of Sakari. And I believe they went into the conversation of the mark of the beast, and he said no. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong. But if Ratazan is teaching that the MOTB is not the micro C hip, then he's clearly wrong. He's clearly wrong. See, I would get off if I found myself on this clubhouse. I would get off. This is mass confusion to me. So let me just play a little bit of it. And what I did was I put a list together right here so I can read off of this list. And there's so many precepts. This is just the tip of the iceberg of the precepts. Because our job is to teach. That's it. Eat this word, Ezekiel. Eat this word and go out and teach the house of Israel. Didn't say if you run into an Israelite, have a debate with him, have a series of no, it doesn't say that. It does not say that, man. Because this is entertainment and confusion. Because Priest Daniela believes he's an Israelite. He believes in the 12 tribes, Judah, Negroes, Benjamin, Levi, and so forth. And Captain Desariak teaches the same thing, and Priest Hakar and Hassad also teach the same thing. And they're kind of laughing, kind of a relaxed move. There's a little laughing in there, kind of low-key snapping on each other. But if I was in that room, I said, look, I'll tell you just like it is. If you add to the book or take away from the book, you're going to be destroyed. You're going to be blotted out of the book of life. So if Captain Tazariak until the actual chip, there's going to be a major change. Trust me. Everybody in Israel, they're going to have a change of heart when whoever makes the announcement. I believe Trump will make the announcement. I believe he's going to usher in the World War III, Armageddon. He's going to usher it in because he's headstrong, So he's the right man to get this party started right. So before the missiles hit, they're going to cause everybody on the planet Earth, in order for you to stay on the grid, be a part of the system, you have to get this chip. Oh, we don't accept paper dollars. We don't accept Visa, MasterCard. The phone apps, we don't accept your phone apps that's hooked up to your bank account. No, you got to have the chip. You got to have the chip. So when that happens, Captain Zariak is going to have to bethink himself. And whether Ratazan thinks that it's not the chip, he's going to have to go back and think about what he said. So that's when it's going to be it's going to come upon, it's going to fall on them guys like a ton of bricks. It's going to fall on every Israelite, like every Israelite, whether they awoke to the fact that they're Israelites or not. You're going to have to think about it. You're going to talk about it. Remember the Karagma thing? Most people took it. I would say, 75% of the people. There was a lot of Jakes and even Edomites that said, no, I ain't taking that shit. Now the chip, here I go into the chip again. This is what I predict, not prophesy. The first people that's going to yell out and say they're not taking the chip are going to be them Bible Belt Edomites. Some of them are Jake. People, the born againers, the evangelicals from down south in the Bible Belt, they're going to be the first ones to say, nah, we ain't taking it because that's the mark of the beast. And then Esau's going to have the news, and ultimately it's going to go to the Supreme Court. As Biden said, he told Chief Justice Roberts in 2005 that he was being confirmed for the Supreme Court to be head justice of the Supreme Court, and he went before the Senate, and it was Biden in his right mind. He was a lot younger. He did say, and it's on YouTube, I don't know if they took it down, he said before your tenure is over, you're going to rule as to whether a person can has to receive a chip. He said, you will rule on this before your tenure is over, before you retire or die. So that's talking about our lifetime. Justice Robert is still alive. Biden is clinging on to life. Next thing you might hear, he might drop dead. Oh, breaking news, Biden is dead. Now, did I prophesy? I don't know. Because he's up in age. His mind ain't right. He's gone. But back when he made that statement 20 years ago, he's in his right mind. He's a lot younger. His hair was black, if I'm not mistaken. He said, you will rule on this. And then they said, oh, you would also rule on whether, how did he, in so many words, he said, you're going to rule whether we're going to know whether the person is going to commit a crime. That's Pre-Crime. The movie Pre-Crime, with the name of the movie is Minority Report, and it was based upon pre-crime. In other words, they knew you were going to murder somebody before you meditating on murder, because they can get into your brain. So that goes into the whole chip thing. That's called predictive programming. So let me just play a little of this, and to see how the mass confusion. This is a lot of folly, confusion. Let me start anywhere. You know what? Let me start right here. This is fair use. Let me just slow it down. I know a car is not going to take it down what I put up, but I'm going to slow it down anyway. So here we go. See, there's a lot of confusion out there with these different Israelite groups. This is why we make it a point to say that we got 100% truth. So in the hopes that somebody might go to IUIC and say, do you guys have the 100% truth? And they say, yeah, you're going to know. Well, wait a minute. GMS says this and that. We're the only ones that can really say that. None of these people that I mentioned can say they got 100% truth.
What do you think? 2025, everybody stretching out their arms, clearing their minds, coming into renewing themselves, being born again, and making new decisions. Is that something that we could ever see on the Versus platform of Priest Hakah versus Captain Tazariak on one of those topics or any various topics? What do you think, Captain Tazariak?
No.
No to which idea?
No to the whole entire idea.
Yeah, bottom line, we're not here to entertain you. We're not here. This is not a spectator sport, as I said. We're here to teach, and that's it.
He's straight to the point.
Just to avoid any leeway.
Down.
I didn't get your opinion on. Everybody gave their opinions. Of course, I gave mine privately to the brothers, believers of the way in Genesis. Your opinion on that debate, Cap? You feel that who do you feel like won it, edged it? What is your opinion?
Yeah, so everybody knows me. I look at debates ain't got nothing to do with my position on doctrine at all. It got to do with who presented it better. Um, First round, the angle that what they call themselves, bow. I don't want to say it wrong. That's no disrespect. I just don't know how you say it.
Nah, you good. It's believers of the way or bow. It's cool.
Okay, bow. The first round wasn't the most strategic approach to take to the round.
So this is like a spectator sport. Now, if you look, there's a ring there. They're showing you that it's a spectator sport.
They was almost speaking as if they was automatically on defense when I thought it should have been a little better, and then I thought they died in the Q&A, and that's just how I looked at the debate.
Guys, my teacher said Jesus was white, and I said, where
The rainbow stands for gay people. I said in the Bible,
It was Black Jesus Minister.
Wait, come here.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, watch yourself. Be careful. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, it was Black
I
Jesus
hear you.
Minister. It was
And
Black
what
Jesus
year was
Minister
that?
for a son at his platform. That had to be, man, 2021.
Yeah. There wasn't no damn. It was like 2012 now.
Yikes. Yeah, it's been a minute.
But it's been a minute. That's why I'm saying that, because it's been a minute. That's it. That's the only thing I'm saying.
I mean, man, Corey done put a battery in my back, man. That's what that is.
There you go. That somebody should.
Yeah, I had to, Cap. You know what I mean? It's all, you know, he took the he took the brother Garfield smoke, and then he called out Black Jesus Minister because Black Jesus Minister jumped in here talking crazy. So we gonna see if we can link these two together. We gonna see what's happening. We got Ratazan taking on Hassad on the lily, or the so-called Star of David. Ratazan feels that is not biblical. He can see it in history where
That nigga about to be 0-2.
Hey, Ratazan, what you think about that?
And brother Jermaine, you gotta stay out of child's place because you don't know much about God.
Hold on, Joey, come on, don't start that back. We just let y'all
About God.
On the lily, or the so-called these minister, because Black Jesus Minister jumped in here talking crazy. So we gonna see if we can link these two together. We gonna see what's happening. We got Ratazan taking on Hassad on the lily, or the so-called Star of David. Ratazan feels that
Which I think all these.
is not biblical. He can see it in history where
That nigga about to be 0-2.
Captain Zaryak and Hassad Makala, they believe in that Shield of David nonsense, that it's lily, or it's a perfect pomegranate, which is clearly off.
Hey, Ratazan, what you think about that?
And brother Jermaine, you gotta stay out of child's place because you don't know much about God.
Hold on, Joey, come on, don't start that back. We just let y'all get it in for about what?
Wait, he really about to take that second? Listen, y'all should be letting these brothers. We should have the freedom to say what need to be said, and I'm one of them that has the freedom. Sometimes brothers got to build up their rep before they just jump out the window. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna mute
No,
back.
Cap, we need you to say that. I'm gonna tell you why. Because for one, it's God first game, so anybody can say what the fuck they want to say here. We don't really just give a damn about nothing. Secondly, versus, that's what we are looking for. Oh shoot, my package came to my front door. Versus is that's what we looking for. We're looking for criticism. So earlier you missed it, Cap. We was giving out criticism. Matter of fact, let me bring up. I might have to bring my brother up on the stage, man. Bring my brother. Hey, when y'all see it, get this invite now. Don't deny this invite when you get it. Watch this. You finna get it, right? 2, 1. If you got that invite right there, come up on the stage. Stop playing with me. I'm on this stage now. Shout Shout out to the Freezer Car on the stage, man. We got Freezer Car on the stage on the God First game. Let me mind my brother up, man.
Yeah, man.
But look, let's
Make
get back
reference
to
to what I
so we
said, brother.
yeah, we finna talk about it all. So Cap made a good point, right? Because earlier we was giving out critiques. We had Mr. Versus, the dog himself on the platform giving out critiques. You know, everybody was giving out critiques. People was denying topics. People was taking topics. We had all type of smoke we was trying to set up on the platform. So first Hassad and what's the brother name? Ratazan agreed on somewhat of a part two of that debate. But their angle was more so hot seat than it was premise. So we was gonna adjust the system for the part two.
This is what I call confusion, madness. Ain't nothing that I heard or let you hear for the last 5-10 minutes or so was edifying. None of it is edifying.
Of like a 5 minute premise on both sides, and then 30 minute hot seat of tearing each other down. So we kind of had that set up, and we was gonna have a date for it. But when Ratazan proposed the other topic that he wanted to debate an Israelite on, then you know the energy shifted to that. First, it was over to Yawasop. Yawasop wanted to take it, but Yawasop have Ron Dalton. He's taking on September 7th on the Versus platform. So Yawasop got that. So which is who is Esau, or is
Yeah, I
Esau
need
the
to
white
check Ron Dalton for his mental capacity. So
man? Hey, shout out to Ron Dalton, man. Look, Ron Dalton called you out too, nigga. Don't you ain't.
Ron Dalton comes with complete confusion. I believe he's sincere, but he brings complete confusion.
I'm
Don't
just talking
run.
about the way he looked when he be talking. He looked like he got to force his mouth to sit straight and shit when he talk.
All right, I'm gonna tell Ron that
Oh
somebody
my
send
bad.
that. I'm gonna send that. That's the part I'm gonna send to Ron right there. That part right there.
You ever look at
Gotta
his
get it
face when he
done.
be talking and shit? He look like he got to focus or some shit.
Watch, watch this. Watch this. All right, you finna get a. I'm gonna have him do a little short video on you. You got 1 second, Cap. We got you.
Yeah, don't forget
And it's
about
over
me,
with.
good brother Christian Corder.
Oh yeah, and then we got Charles Johnson up here that ain't playing no games. I got you right now, Charles. Charles is gonna be him from a Christian persuasion anyway, but we gonna get that brother set up. So we got Ratazan and Hassad shifted gears with the part two over to the so-called Star of Molech, Star of David, Shield of David, Lily conversation on whether that is a true Israelite practice or it is some type of historical idolatry that we should stay away from. Ratazan, are you here, King? I don't know if he here. You might not.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm working out, but I hear y'all.
Okay, con. Yeah, you working out, Cap, talking crazy, talking about
Hey
you
man,
don't take the L.
you know I got love for Cat, man. That's my guy, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cat. Shout out to Cat, man.
Shout out to Cap, man. You know what I mean? So Ratazan got
What's
one.
going on, brothers? Y'all got to understand when we talk about debates, that's different than brotherhood. The two don't even go together.
Yep, that's a
So
fact. That's a fact.
when you get in the ring, all that brother shit go out the window. Then when it's over, hey, I remember you, man. We was cool 3 hours ago.
Yep.
Not that I remember you. Not that I remember you. That nigga
Not
crazy.
3 hours ago.
So wait, Cap.
Nigga
So
said
your
I
opinion?
remember you.
I didn't get your opinion on. Everybody gave their opinions. Of course, I gave mine privately to the brothers, believers of the way in Genesis. Your opinion on that debate, Cap? You feel that who do you feel like won it, edged it? What is your opinion?
Yeah, so everybody knows me. I look at debates ain't got nothing to do with my position on doctrine at all. It got to do with who presented it better. Um, First round, the angle that what they
Oh, so you can tell the truth and be correct in what you're saying, but if you don't present it the right way, you lost. This is another reason why we don't debate. Having debates is a waste of fucking time, because pride gets involved. If you can show a guy he's going off, pride is going to say nah, even though he lost.
call themselves Bow. I don't want to say it wrong. That's no disrespect. I just don't know how you say it.
Nah, you good. It's believers that away or bow. It's cool.
Okay, Bow. The first round wasn't the most strategic approach to take to the round. They was almost speaking as if they was automatically on defense. When I thought it should have been a little better, and then I thought they died in the Q&A, and that's just how I looked at the debate.
All right, Con. So he got. I'll look him up if y'all not familiar with him. I believe Dr. Richard Carrier is the leading like guy in his field when it comes to like atheism studies. I think it's in reference to specifically Jesus Christ. And I think that's like in the world. So y'all look him up. We gonna try to bring him to the Versus platform, or at least
which is more confusion.
bring him back anyway. Let me ask y'all this question while I got y'all on the stage, because we trying to create some smoke. Haka and Dre, are y'all set up or anywhere near set up for that
Dre on the
1,000?
stage?
Yo, what up, though?
Yeah, Dre up here.
I mean,
Remember, if these guys are not teaching the truth, the Bible, or the scriptures 100%, they're not going to make it. Their names are going to be blotted out of the book of life. The word redacted.
last time I checked, I think some particulars is being worked on. So what I was advised, what was thrown out to me is possibly me and bro Josh against them two. Josh had been working on a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, with Gideon and merch and whatnot, and we stuff with the university. But he said yeah, I said yeah. So I don't know everything that got to be worked on the other side, you know what I'm saying, as far as Garfield or whatnot, everything that the brothers is rapping on. So, but I mean, if you ask me, Josh told me he'd do it. I obviously do it. So it's just probably, working out all the, particulars and nuances. So.
All right, good deal, man. We might get that going. That'll be a goodie. You know what I'm saying? 2-on-2. That'll be a dope one. So, if Brother Garfield working on that, I'll let him work on that. Priest of
I don't. Since we got Dre right here, I don't. Revelation 20, I mean, I just don't think it's a sexy enough topic, So if I was to do it, it would be like way later in the future, after I possibly can't find anything better. But yeah, I'm not totally ruling that out, but I'm just not inclined to do it based off of the topic, and it's
Revelation 20. What's the debate? What's the debate? If people can't see the way we break it down is the right way, why even deal with them?
Revelation 20, is it happening? Did it happen already or not? As that is a apocalyptic allegorical book, it is open to so many interpretations, but it can still be good. I'm not taking it off the table completely.
No, for sure. It's all G. Maybe we'll even be able to see about something else. So if that gets scratched out, maybe it'll be another title that somebody is interested in. So, but yeah, if that one scratched, it's all G. Garfield didn't really say that when I spoke to him. He had mentioned as far as, I know, I'm not sure as far as compensation was a thing at that time. He didn't really let me know if it was a title thing. So,
were any of you enlightened by what we just heard? Last 10, 12, 15 minutes? No. Mass confusion. Now you got IUIC that's on the Clubhouse, so they're joining in on the confusion. They're adding to the confusion. Let me do this real quick. I love this. What do you love about it? They didn't hit no scriptures. Nobody learned anything. So he obviously came on for entertainment purposes only. Powerful. Nothing was possible, but we didn't learn anything. Israelite unity. This is not Israelite unity. These guys all got together. They got their different takes on the scriptures. So this is not unity. They were all in the same room, but they were not unified. These people come. These people on the comment board. I guarantee you, if you click on any of these individuals' pages, there's nothing on it. They're not teachers. Royal Rumble Entertainment. That's the best voice actor, fam. Shout out to that brother Governor. New Moon Day 1, Sabbath Day 7, not 8. UPK, so damn weak. What our community needs is Zephaniah 2, and they deny it to stick with their 1969 doctrine that obviously has holes in it. Bow set up as men every time, but he feels they shouldn't. Shake my head weak. Now this is what I'm gonna do. This is a 38 30 in. This is what I'm gonna do. Let me go to the first. So I heard nothing but confusion. No scriptures came out. It's like a press conference for a big boxing match. So let's see. He said fire, right? I love this. Okay, you got 9 videos. No edification on any of the videos, which I suspected.
No, for sure. It's all G.
And let's go to the next one. Okay, this really has a Hebrew name, so let's see what this brother's all about. Okay, where are the videos? Where's the edification? Where's the edification? Let me check this out, y'all. February, March, April, May, June, July, August. 6 months, nothing. I believe he's probably following, I don't know, Sakari or Genesis. Let's go over. Go to the next one. So, forgive me for dragging this out. Unite, Israelite, unite. The real goat. Okay, nothing that has to do with Israel or learning anything. Most of Jake that put their go on YouTube and TikTok and so forth, they bring a lot of confusion. Okay, man, it's still duck season. No information. Let me see when he set up 2 videos. Wow, he set up all the way in 2012. It's 2012, 22, 23, 24, 25. We're talking about 13 years he's been on this thing. No videos. But he's got the Hebrew name. So you got a lot of brothers that are just kind of there. They're not. And let you listen to a little bit more.
Is Revelation 20, is it happening? Did it happen already or not? as that is a apocalyptic allegorical book. It is open to so many interpretations, but it can still be good. I'm not taking it off the table completely.
No, for sure. It's all G. Maybe we'll even be able to see about something else. So if that gets scratched out, maybe it'll be another title that somebody is interested in. So, but yeah, if that one scratched, it's all G. Garfield didn't really say that when I spoke to him. He had mentioned as far as I know, I'm not sure as far as compensation was a thing at that time. He didn't really let me know if it was a title thing. So maybe this is something that's recently come up, but no biggie. You know what I'm saying? If that ain't a topic that can shake on, maybe something else will pop off. But yeah, I
Yeah, I'm
most
like I said,
definitely
I'm not totally against the ghost still at this point.
All right, shout out to the brothers, man. You know, it was some debate.
Hey Corey, before you say something real quick, Corey, if it's cool, Hassad, is that something you'd be
Yeah, you
interested
good.
in 1-on-1? Because that was my thing in the
What,
last couple.
Revelation 20?
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
No, that's not really an interesting topic to me, brother, to be honest with you.
Okay, no worries. All
But
right,
we can
G.
work something out for sure.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, because I don't.
There's nothing to debate. There's nothing to debate. Revelation 20. Either you see it or you see it. We break it down clearly. You got IUIC breaking it down wrong. Well, part of it. So this is nothing but confusion. You want some confusion in your life? Go to the clubhouse and watch these Israelites get down.
No, Dre, what? I mean, we can talk about it right now. Like, I think we agree on a lot of stuff, but the main thing is like, oh, I guess a good one would probably be who is Esau.
Who is Esau? Edomites? I mean, I didn't heard that one done a little bit. I ain't, that ain't really nothing. I'm really, tripping on or dogmatic about either. I could see, you know what I'm saying, if that's something like you say, if it's sexy enough or something, you know what I'm saying, if it's enticing. But who Esau is, like you said, it's a lot of information, a lot of literature out on that topic. I mean, if it's something that go, it go.
But
But
Rom and Ron Dalton, they're about to do it, but I heard they've been scheduling that out for like 3 months. So if you talk to Brother Josh, that's something that we could possibly do. Me and Assad against you and Josh. Who is the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of? The white man or the Arab?
that'd be different. Now, that may be some interesting as far as if it was something like who is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Then when we associate a particular ethnicity, then yeah, those would be little particulars that got to be worked out. Because Josh debated Gorilla Hebrew on that some years ago, and that was, what I'm saying, that was a big debate that they had. So
Right.
with the associated ethnicity, then yeah, work it out. But as far as who the devil is, like you said, that can be pretty vague or ambiguous. So I ain't even.
This is why nobody from GMS is on Clubhouse, and nobody in GMS is an order. You don't go on Clubhouse. Clubhouse is confusion. You want to join into the confusion, then leave GMS. Then you can have your own name. Then you go to Clubhouse. And this makes IUIC looks bad because IUIC, they go on Clubhouse. Nothing but it's always confusion on Clubhouse. It's always confusion. That's the top right there. There's always confusion on Clubhouse. And the Apostle Paul said, 1 Corinthians 14, the Lord is not the author of confusion. So the Most High is not with the Clubhouse, this whole Clubhouse platform.
Really even against that though, it's just
Can anything good come out of Clubhouse?
it will really obviously it's gonna come down to who we associate the ethnicity tied to, but it's something that could possibly be looked into for that.
And I'm gonna say this: Priest Hakar, Brother Hassad, Captain Tazariak, Priest Dunyala, and whoever. If y'all don't come out of this madness and switch up and start teaching the scriptures right, you ain't gonna make it. You are not going to make it. And that includes the IUIC as well. You're not going to make it. Because if you tell your people when the MOTB is manifested to the world in the oikoumene sense, and you tell them there's nothing wrong with go ahead and take it, and they take it, they're done. They're done. They're done. Oh, I didn't know. I really didn't know. I really thought he was a teacher. I thought he was the Most High ain't listening to that. Yahweh Bashem, you ain't gonna be lifted on. You ain't gonna make it on the ships anyway. Or is he going to eat a missile? Thus saith the scriptures.
I could see if he
Yeah,
were to like that.
yeah. Chop it up about who the Edomites are,
Yeah,
and then you could just get with Brother Corey, and then yeah, we're taking Garfield off the table on this one.
Garfield, come on.
Well, we ain't got no business dealing with Garfield, period. He's into that comedic stuff. He shouldn't be nowhere near any Israelites. I don't have nothing to do with that dude. If he don't change up and repent, he gonna be destroyed, and he gonna have to. When he comes back in the kingdom, he's coming back as an Israelite.
We're undercutting brother Garfield. We're keeping it in house, Israelite nigga.
Bottom line is, niggas think this thing of ours is a joke. It's not a. It's not a joke.
For sure. I'm gonna holler at him. I'll see what he's talking about.
All praise to the
All
Most
praise.
High.
Get Garfield ass out the way, man. We ain't stun his ass. Shout out to the brother Garfield, but we gotta clean it up. And if it ain't on the verses the right way, man, it just don't count, man. Shout out to that brother though. And shout out to brother Josh as well. Moving forward, let me see some, man. See, cause Marvel. All right, I'm gonna let you speak right quick, Marvel. Then I got some. I don't know
I'm
why
gonna be
you
quick,
killed.
man. I'm gonna be quick. I will be willing to take a debate on whether pineapple goes on pizza, which it does not. I will take that debate. I'm just putting that out there. Y'all got it.
I'll take it.
That might be the preliminary. Aside, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Man, listen, I'm dying on that hill.
Yep.
He said that might be the preliminary. See, they put this thing out like it's a championship fight. You know, this is greater than Canelo versus Crawford type of thing. The weigh-in, the pre-weigh-in, the pre-fight press conference, the post-fight press conference.
Yep. You know, brother Hassan said what he said, my boo. So you know what I mean? Like, y'all might have to do like a little face-off on that whenever. I can't.
Yo,
Definitely.
put a one in the chat if you were warming up fruit in the microwave or the oven.
You know, it's
Put
crazy.
a
I
one
know
in the
niggas from
chat.
up top is probably looking at that like that's blasphemy.
Of course, babe, man.
No, we can't.
And what about it? Because they said something interesting, Corey. I think I heard y'all teaching something the other day about the death or whatnot, as far as immortality, never dying. I think y'all mentioned something like you believe you don't die, but you get translated to like the third or the fourth dimension. Is that what y'all take is? Because that might be something.
Hey, you call my name? Who you talking about?
No,
Yeah,
I mean, I was talking about
okay.
Yeah. That's also something. Since it's a fresh topic right now,
You know
that's
what I'm
something
saying?
that's possible as well.
Okay, cool. Because I like that immortality topic. That's something else I've been kind of looking for. But it don't really
Yeah.
even sound like y'all disagree with us on immortality, meaning they never gonna die again. Y'all just mean that they probably gonna get translated like somewhere Enoch, Elijah, and them into another dimension. Now that's what I would kind of want to get from y'all. But I guess we'll talk about that
So
another
you
time.
believe we're gonna live on this earth forever and ever and ever?
Not necessarily this earth. No, I believe in a new heaven and a new Jerusalem, another earth, another kingdom that'll happen. It might. That's what I was about to say. It's going to depend on what you mean when you say another dimension, because that's what I was about to ask you. You said
So
they
God's
get
gonna
translated.
blow up this earth and then make another earth.
It's going to be a new heaven and a new Jerusalem. You believe that they're going to be translated to a third or fourth dimension? What verses you
No,
referring
back
to?
to the spirit world. Back to
The
the spirit world.
Right. Where's that at?
Where the Most High is.
That could be what I believe, or that's what I'm saying. So that's why I say it might be a
I'm
particularly
talking
good.
about on earth. Do you believe that
No,
there's going to be?
not on earth forever. No.
Okay, we'll have to talk about that for sure.
Yeah.
If I can get your positions clearly, then yeah, definitely that's something that that's on the table as well. Who the Edomites are and eternal life for sure.
Yeah, and I think that was Dre's second topic that he been trying to get too.
Yeah.
So that yeah, y'all need to talk. If we can get some details, jump on the three-way, get some details about that, and y'all can know each other's positions to where y'all ain't coming into the formal debate and saying the same thing. Then that'll be a dope. I'm quite sure people want to see that aspect of it. So yeah, let's run about that soon. Hassan, you had anything?
No, my bad. Let me mute up.
Um, there was a challenge placed on the table, man, to my good brother Captain Tazariak by two individuals on the stage. One of them just left. Let me see where you go. All right, one of them just left. My good brother Joey said he'll debate Captain Tazariak on Is Jesus God?
Who the fuck is Joey? His name is that white boy?
nah,
Only
nah,
Joeys I know is white.
nah, the little Bow Wow Joey dude that be on the stage. You don't know the Bow Wow Joey?
So he a kid?
Yeah,
Like
he
Lil
kind of,
Bow Wow, like the rapper, all over bounce
yeah,
for me, bounce for me. That nigga.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like he was just on the stage. He just challenged you. And we also got my good brother Deacon, man, Priest Hakah on the stage. He's challenged you before in times past on the new covenant topic and discussion. He's also placed on the table the mark of the beast. I think that the idea is like spiritual versus physical presence. What do you think? 2025, everybody.
See, I'm trying to now they're bringing up the mark of the beast to try to bring in the 20 Revelation 20. They mentioned Esau. These guys, I wouldn't waste my time with these people. The scriptures speak about being of quick understanding. These guys are not of the quick. They always got a question. You can't deal with people like this. I'm sorry for letting you hear this, but y'all can see this is a confusion. Now he might be saying something. Let's see where this goes. If this doesn't go nowhere, I'm gonna go into the scriptures.
Discussion.
Give me a second. Hope you can hear me. I dropped the mic. Literally.
Yeah,
Lil
Bow Wow, like the rapper, all over bounce for me, bounce for me.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like he was just on the stage. He just challenged you. And we also got my good brother Deacon, man, Priest Hakah on the stage. He's challenged you before in times past on the new covenant topic and discussion. He's also placed on the table the mark of the beast. I think
mark of the beast, controversial subject right there. And I would spend no more than 2 minutes on that subject. I would say the mark of the beast is the microchip, which read the scriptures. If the spirit's with you, you'll see it. If not, I can't help you, bro. Watch our videos. We always doing videos on the mark of the beast. You want to learn about it? No, I want to have a debate, but we don't debate on that. Okay, we got it 100% right.
Think that the idea is like spiritual versus physical presence. What do you think? 2025.
Yeah, like Nate teaches that it's sin in all of its forms. It has nothing to do with actual chip. But I'm gonna see how these guys. I want to look at all these guys' faces when it actually comes to pass. When they make breaking news, and you have to get you're gonna have a deadline to get it. And if you don't get it, you're out the system. I'm gonna see what they're gonna tell. This is gonna shake up a lot of y'all Israelites are gonna leave. A lot of y'all Israelites are gonna leave. You're gonna, man. It's gonna bring a lot of confusion in your household, man. Because you might say, "I'm not gonna get it." Your wife gonna say, "I'm getting it." I'm getting the children to get it. So y'all don't know, man. You don't know what the near future is really gonna be like. That's gonna be a game changer when they push that. The charagma out there, you're gonna wonder. One of the things that's gonna pop into your head is GMS.
Everybody stretching out their arms, clearing their minds, coming into renewing themselves, being born again, and making new decisions. Is that something that we could ever see on the Versus platform? A Priest Hakah versus Captain Tazariak on one of those topics or any various topics. What do you think, Captain Tazariak?
No.
No to which idea?
No to the whole entire idea.
He's straight to the point.
Just to avoid any leeway.
Man, ISUPK, man, I love you guys.
That's not an ISUPK statement. That's a Captain Zaryak statement.
See that? Hey, man, shout out to the UPK, man. Shout out to Genesis, man. That would have been An excellent war, though, don't you? Would you care to? It's the God first game, Cap. You gotta explain it. You gotta. It's gotta be set up. We all up here. We in a hotel. We in the John Wick
I'm
hotel.
actually right.
Yeah, shit, Corey. You know that?
You gotta explain it.
What
Aside,
I gotta explain what?
well, no to the whole idea means no to the topics because I process the topics, and then no to
No, not no.
debating.
The topics ain't really it. I just don't have no interest in debating it, brother, at all.
Okay, that particular brother, no
Right,
interest. I see that.
right.
You know what I mean? So let me ask you something. We on the God first game. Can we at least
This
establish
nigga here, boy. This
peace?
nigga.
Can we at least establish peace among?
Okay, so this man speaking, I guess he's owner of this platform, Christian. Well, that says it all Christian. Like I said, this is a complete waste of time. If I happen to be on this platform, I'll knock myself off. You know, sign out.
Brothers, is there peace amongst you two brothers, man? This God first game. We gotta have it right here.
We're not at peace. If you don't teach the same thing that I teach, you're an enemy to me. If you teach that the MOTB is sin in all of its forms, you are an enemy to me.
I mean, I ain't said nothing today. Peace from two east.
No, listen, no, Cat, you don't understand. Deacon and I have the clip. We be playing this shit all the time. When I say fuck Deacon, I mean that, bro. We crying, laughing.
All right. Listen, I ain't said nothing all day. I've been a good guy. That's the point, right? Yeah.
Complete. Sorry for letting y'all hear this. It's complete and utter madness. That's why you cannot deal with any of these camps. If a camp come up from a different camp, you got to tell them that you're going off on this, you're going off on that. It'd be a little argument, then you got to let them go. You got to let them go. Let the missiles get them. Let them get chipped and let them get dipped. Anyway, I was hoping that they were going to stand firm on some type of topic, but they would touch a topic, then they go to another topic. Complete madness, man. Complete madness. So now let me go on to the precepts. Teach the word. Very simple. Teach the word. That's it. Not debate, not get cool with other brothers that have different. And you know what it says about matter of fact, I'll bring it up so I can read it verbatim, then I'll go ahead and read it in because these jakes that don't have the truth, they're demons. They're demons. The sister, you can only get a sister. Guess what? That sister's a demon. And that sister got more demons than the white woman. Okay, let me see. What I said I was going to go 2 Corinthians 13. I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong place. 2 Corinthians 6 verse 13. Second Corinthians. I'm sorry. Okay, 14. 13. Now for a recompense in the same I speak as unto my children, be ye also enlarged, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. What's an unbeliever? An Edomite, a Jake. Don't be cool with them. don't be cool with them. You know, unless it's dealing with business. You know, make friends with the mammon of this world. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteous? These guys on the panel were unrighteous. And then, really, if you want to go deep, Captain Zariak, Priest Dunya Allah, Hassan Nakar, they're all unrighteous because they don't have the full truth. The scriptures tell you how to be perfectly fitted together. That's in Ephesians. So if somebody asks me a question concerning something in the scriptures, if I give you half the answer, Captain Zariak would have to give you the rest of the answer, which is in sync with my answer. If I say the mark of the beast microchip, he said, nope, it's an embargo, we're not together. They're enemies in the spirit. Even though you might be cool with them, but they're enemies in the spirit. Because they're going to cause people to fall. Captain Zariak, if he keeps, like I said, I believe these guys are going to get a wake-up call when they make that announcement that you got to get the microchip. That's when they're going to say GMS was right. And what communion have light with darkness? We're of the light, and they're of darkness. And what concord have the Messiah with Belial, which is the devil? Or what part have he that believeth with an infidel, an unbeliever? And what agreement have the temple of the Most High with idols? These guys are idols. For ye are the temple of the Most High are the elect. No, it's Israel. No, it's the elect of Israel. As the Most High said, I will dwell in them and walk in them. If the Most High was dwelling in Captain Zariak, General Yohana, even though they know they're Israel, I give them credit for that. But the Most High is not dwelling in them, man. They don't have the Holy Spirit. They don't have the Comforter, because they would be teaching exactly what Nate wouldn't be teaching that there's a hell. Nate wouldn't be teaching that the new moon is the full moon. Nate wouldn't be teaching, and ISPK wouldn't be teaching that Friday sundown and Saturday sundown is a Sabbath every week. They wouldn't be teaching that. So how can Yahweh Shem Yahushai be dealing with them? And I will be their power, and they shall be my people. It's going to start with the elect. So now let me go into these. Let me get into these precepts here. There's a lot of precepts, as you can see. I'm going to try to breeze through them. Mosai never told us to have debates with people. A lot of these guys do it. They go on platforms because they get paid too. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and profitable for doctrine and reproof and correction and instruction in righteousness. So if I'm dealing with Captain Zariak, what I'm going to talk about is the things that he's going off on. Not the things that I feel you're going off. You're going off on these particular things. So we got to discuss that. And if I see you can't get it, salute, go about my business. Going to be a big game changer when they make that breaking news that everybody got to get a microchip. That's going to be a game changer. You're not going to be able to sleep that fucking night. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and profitable for doctrine. Doctrine is what we teach. For reproof, which is rebuke, reproof. If a guy going off, you tell me going off. For correction, you broke it down this way, you're going off, this is the way you break it down. And if you can't see it and you want to have a 10-hour debate, I'm not interested. For instruction in righteousness. So these guys are really not even righteous. They're unrighteous. You see what happened with Sakari? The Most High completely dismantled the Sakari. You got a billion and one different groups. Completely dismantled Sakari. That the man of the Most High may be perfect, thoroughly furnished into all good works. What if that happened to you? GMS could do so. Let them go their ways. If brothers just say, no, we want to be with GM, we're going to make our own thing up. And let's say it comes down to myself and the apostles and the bishops, maybe a couple of elders. It could be small. We go be in the smallest camp. That so be it. So be it. Okay. You turn your back on this thing, you're doomed. You're done. It said that the man of the Most High may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. You guys, you can see there's a lot of precepts here. You know what I'm going to do? Let me do this. 2 Timothy 4 and 2. 2 Timothy 4 and 2. Let me start from the top. This whole chapter is good. I charge thee therefore before the Most High and the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom. Right, that ship that you're going to be beamed up in is part of is a connection connected to the kingdom. Beach. So when you go into them ships, you are in not so many words. You're in the kingdom. You done tasted the kingdom. It's going to be beautiful in there. And when you come back down, you're going to come down as super men. And kryptonite can't hurt you. It said, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ear. Like I got to bring in Nate. He's a teacher having itching ears because he's teaching this nonsense. Oh, you can only have one wife, and she got to be in the truth. If she ain't in the truth, you got to cut her off in 6 months. Now it's a year. What if the missiles come in 9 months? Then you gonna die with your wife because she was an unbeliever? What if she goes? If 1 year comes up, you go another week with her, and they find out about it and they kick you out. That's a cult. IUIC is a cult. It's a religious, wicked cult. So anyway, James 3 and 1, we're going to read 1 and 2. We're going to read in the King James and the NLT. My brethren, be not many masters, knowing that we shall receive the greater condemnation. For in many things we offend all. If any man offend not in the word, the same is a perfect man, and able to also to bridle the whole body. Let me read that in the NLT. Give you a little different understanding. NLT, same scripture. Dear brothers and sisters, it should be brothers, not many of you should become teachers in the church, for we who teach will be judged more strictly. If you're teaching wrong, you're going to be judged for it. So you better be mindful that you ate the roll and you digested the roll. Indeed, we all make many mistakes. That's why when you go to Ephesians 4:11 and 14, it tells you that the apostles bring everything together so that we all come on the same accord, right? It says, for if we could control our tongues, we would be perfect and could also control ourselves in every other way. So you got these different groups. Oh, the mark of the beast is not the microchip. You can't sleep with white women. There's many things that these guys go on. There's a hell, you're going to burn in hell forever. Oh, they couldn't see the grape. You can be destroyed. Your name could be blotted out of the book because you don't agree with the grape doctrine. You got caught up in your emotions. Okay, 2 Timothy 2, verse 23. I'm moving through these fast. But foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they do gender strife. Somebody asks a stupid question, you tell them that's a stupid question. And the servant of the Lord must not strive, but be gentle unto all men, apt to teach patience and meekness, instructing those that oppose themselves, getting them straight, as if the Most High pre-adventure will give them repentance to the acknowledging of the truth, and that they may recover themselves out of the snare of the devil. Now, like Captain Zarek teaching about the mark of the beast is an embargo. Well, that's the snare of the devil. So we're trying to bring him out from the snare. If he can't see it, then the devil is going to dwell in him. Who are taken captive by him at his will. Colossians 3 verse 16. Colossians 3 verse 16. Let the word of the Messiah dwell in you, the word of Messiah dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing. Admonishing means a stiff warning. If you teach it the wrong way, the Most High going to destroy you. That's what you tell the people. What if I don't accept this? You're going to die here in Babylon the Great. What if I take the chip and pull it out at the last minute? And you can't pull it out. You're not a surgeon. You might have it halfway out. Oh, I almost got it out, and its missiles hit you. It's a grace in your hearts to Yahweh. Proverbs 22 verse 6. I may even read this in the NLT. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he shall not depart from it. Now, Bishop Nate's oldest son, he came into the truth. I mean, he was born into the truth. He was taught him. When he got old, he said, I ain't with this no more. So you got to question, either the Most High is wrong in making this statement, or Bishop Nate doesn't have the full truth. He said, train up a child in the way he should go, meaning in the scriptures, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. So you got to question whether you got the truth or not. Let's look at that in NLT. Direct your children unto the right path, which is the truth, and when they are older, they will not leave it. So based upon that scripture right there, you're going to have to question whether Nate is really a true man of the Lord. Deuteronomy 4 and 1. We're going to read 4, 1, 2, and 9. So you going that listening to that clubhouse nonsense with the Israelites, that's nothing but confusion, laughing, joking, bullshitting, snapping. Yes, abortion. Now therefore hearken, O Yasha'Allah, unto the statutes and unto the judgments which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live and go in and possess the land which Yahweh, the Most High, your Father, giveth you. Because we didn't go in the land of Canaan yet. Ye shall not add unto the word, which is the law, which I command you, neither shall ye diminish aught from it. Now all these guys are condemned because they criticized us. They got caught up in their emotions about the grape thing. They took away that law. So they're all guilty. Their names will be redacted from the book, and they will die unless they repent. That ye may keep the commandments, all of them, of Yahweh, your power, which I command you. Let's jump down to the 9th verse. Only take heed to thyself, and keep thy soul diligent, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart, which is the truth. You guys that fall off, this truth depart from your heart, from your mind, all the days of thy life, but teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons. Thy sons and thy sons' sons. What is that? Deuteronomy. Is it Deuteronomy 17? Give me a second. You know what I'm going to do? Let me do it this way. Horse is going to come up a lot. I'm going to narrow it down. Okay, not too many. Okay, I knew it was Deuteronomy 17, but I wasn't sure. Uh, 14. When thou art come into the land which Yahweh, which is the Father, not Yahweh Shai, thy power giveth thee, and shall possess it. Who has it now? The heathens. Shall until the time of the Gentiles be, till the end of the Gentiles. And shall, was that Matthew 21? I believe it's also Matthew 24. And shall dwell therein, and shall say, I will set a king over thee, like as all the nations that are about me. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom thou shalt anywise set him king over thee, whom Yahweh the Most High shall choose, one from among his brother, meaning the Israelite, shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger, another nation, over thee, which is not thy brother. You had, when Herod sat as a king, Herod the Great sat as king, you had Israelites bowing down to him like he was a king. He wasn't no king. It said, but he shall not multiply horses unto himself, nor cause the people to return to Egypt, to the end that he should multiply horses. That goes into selling out. You got certain brothers that sold out. Tazadakia was one of them. He got money rewards to sell out. So he took him back to Egypt spiritually to get those rewards. Such as Yahweh have said unto you, ye shall in henceforth return no more that way. Neither shall he multiply wives to himself, that his heart turn not away. Did not that happen to Solomon? Didn't happen to King David, but King David almost, he was supposed to be put to death, but the Most High had mercy on him in that sense. Neither shall he greatly multiply to himself silver and gold. So it's not about the money that a king is. A king really supposed to be a basic guy. He don't got a whole lot of houses, a whole lot of wives, a whole lot of this, but they got that. And the Most High did tell David, if you want anything, all you had to do is ask. I'll give you such and such, and not too many words. So he said you didn't have to commit adultery with. I got to give a correction. If you're watching, the elder of Baltimore, Karate Zabah, he had made a statement about Bathsheba, that Bathsheba deliberately went out there and took a bath so David can see it. No, that didn't happen, brother. She took a shower and he looked down and he saw it. And that was all set up by the Most High put the Spirit on her to take a shower at the particular time or a bath at the particular time. And David was in that vicinity to see it. When you see a woman that got a nice body, you're gonna look. But then you got to catch yourself. Well, let me not look, because she could be married, right? But back then there was a different. There's levels to find. There's levels to find. See, the finest chick that you can see right here, the finest chick on the planet, she's a scallywag. If you go back to the ancient world, them women were super fine. They were mega fine. They were fine. It said, neither shall he multiply wives to himself, but ultimately the Most High gave David wives. And he said, I would give you more wives. I would have gave you women that were finer than Bathsheba. But he got caught up in the emotion. You know, that lust. Hey, this guy, Merlin, told King Uther Ben Dragon, he had to go over this mountain. There was a cloud. He said, I'm going to fall. He said, no. He said, your lust will hold you up. Yeah, lust is a hell of a drug. And lust is a drug. Lust is a drug, man. What do you got when you get a feeling for a woman? You got dopamines. When you use drugs, it what do you call it? Releases dopamines that's in your system. Triggers dopamines. You had pheromone. That's for like women. Pheromone. Like if you put a certain perfume on with pheromone on it, woman can't resist you because of the scent. It opens up her the pheromone, which is inside of her, you know, which is in that the scent, right? The scent of a woman. Then you have endorphins. You have endorphins also, which if you win a championship, you're a boxer, you win the world championship. Normally them guys cry because that's releasing these feel-good elements, right? Endorphins. Let's look up the word endorphins. I'm going to try to say it. Pheromone is a sex hormone. Endorphins, meaning. Came up right. Endorphins.
Here's the definition of endorphin. Any of a group of hormones secreted within the brain and nervous system and having a number of physiological functions. They are peptides which activate the body's opiate receptors, causing an analgesic effect.
Analgesic. Give me a second here. So this is the science part of this class. Any of the group of hormones secreted within the brain and nervous system. So when you see a woman and you get the lust, that's your brain and your nervous system acting up and having a number of physiological functions. Physiological have to do with the body functions that you get aroused, right? They are peptides which activate the body's opiate. That's where you get the drugs are opiates, right? Receptors causing an analgesic effect. Let me look up the word analgesic. Analgesic. So this is the science part of the class. You know, GMS didn't go into science, man. These are sciences. Everything's a science. I'm known for saying that. That's Pastor Gabar. I said everything is a science to it. Lose weight, gain muscle. Analgesic. Let me let you hear it.
Analgesic.
Analgesic of drug acting to relieve pain. Yeah, you feel good about yourself. Okay, let me do this. Endorphins. Let me do this. Endorphins. And sex. Well, that's pheromone. Endorphins are naturally opioids released in the brain during various activities, including sexual intercourse. Endorphins. Now let me go to pheromones. Pheromones, meaning a chemical substance.
Here's the definition of pheromone. A chemical substance produced and released into the environment by an animal, especially a mammal or an insect, affecting the behavior or physiology of others of its species.
But it applies to humans too. Sex. See, they make perfumes with pheromones in it. The woman come around you, she gets, she might not even like you, but you got that perfume on. There's a science to everything. Sex pheromones are chemical signals released by one individual that triggers a behavior of physiological response in another individual. You see, she pulling the hair back. She's so-called smelling the pheromones on this guy. He might have that perfume. Oh, you smell so good. That's pheromones, man. When a woman say that, that means she want to have sex with you. A behavior is physiological, that's a tongue twister, response in another individual of the same species. Because dogs smell a scent off of other dogs, right? Primarily for the purpose of sexual attraction and reproduction. So the Most High put that in us to have lust. See, it's not a sin to be lustful. If you're lustful for your wife, there's nothing wrong with that. You just can't you can't have lust for another woman. Now you see the way these women dress. They're married and they dress, man. They be dressing, you can see everything, man. And this is that. Trump ain't saying we're gonna arrest everybody that's dressing like that. We're gonna bring back the indecent exposure laws, where you couldn't wear the dress that they wear back in the '60s. The cop would fucking arrest you or give you a ticket. That thing came about, I believe, in 1970. They did away with that law. So that's when women were wearing James Brown, when they repealed the laws, they came out with a song called Hot Pants, right? We got the Daisy Dukes. And then you wonder why there's so much adultery going on around in this country and around the world. That's why the missiles can't come fast enough. These chemicals act as messengers influencing the behavior of the recipient to potentially facilitate mating. I told you this is the science part of the class. So anyway, let's go back. And dopamines, when somebody gets high and they can't get, they go to rehab and they relapse because that drug triggers the part of the brain and nervous system that releases dopamines, and it makes you feel good. Okay? The same thing when you drink liquor. So there you go. Pheromones. Let me do this. Perfumes. Give me a second, y'all. Pure instinct roll on, the original pheromone infuser. See, these perfumes contain pheromones in it. You put this stuff on and a woman be looking, they be looking at you, trying to get to know you. Give me that science, y'all. Give me a second. Let me open this up. So anyway, it says. Anyway, that's. I'm gonna cut this short and I'm gonna come back. I went long. So let me cut this Short. Anyway, shalom. And like I said, I'll be back. I guess you can say there's going to be a part 2 to this subject. With that, I'm going to say shalom. On to the next.